Good day folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, thank you for joining me once again. We're on the Commodore 64 and we're looking at a game called The Trapdoor, published by Piranha in 1986. It's a game which also came out on the ZX Spectrum, which I've reviewed, and the Amstrad CPC. It's based on the kids' plasticine animation cartoon, I suppose, from 1986 as well. But the voices are mainly done by Willie Rushton. You control this character called BERK, which is a big blue blob of plasticine. We'll do it on Learner BERK here, and you must do a number of tasks for the cantankerous bloke upstairs. Now, by picking up Boney, he will give you tips what you need to do each time. Are you ready? Well, I'm sort of. That yellow thing bouncing around is Drut the spider, who will get in the way. Most of the tasks will be us trying to prepare food for the bloke upstairs. But there's a can of worms, which it basically starts off on. And then it's just random. You can get crushed eyeballs, boiled slimies, fried eggs, and then there's an end game as well where you just break a safe, I think. I never completed the game back in the day. First things first, it does play very similar to the ZX Spectrum version. It's not quite as bright, but I wouldn't have expected that with the Commodore 64. Slightly different palette. It's got more colours than the Spectrum. But more or less, at the moment, it's the same. So here's all the stuff we need to do the various tasks. This is the can, which I can tip in. We need to fill that up with worms. Now, the first task is always the same. A timer will be ticking down on the right there, or up. A bar will slowly go up. If I drop that there, by opening the trapdoor, don't you open that trapdoor, you're a fool if you dare. Right, there's the worms, and we need to get 3 in the pot. Unfortunately, Drut the spider will get in our way and try and eat them. Right. Here we go. We need to drop that in there. Get in the right place. Drop it. Right, that's good. So we've got 1 in there. We need 2 more. And then we can send the food up through the dumb waiter on the next screen, which is basically an internal lift system, to the bloke upstairs and see what he thinks. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. Loved it on the ZX Spectrum, as I say. This one plays very, very similar. Haven't seen it on the Amstrad CPC at all, but I'm presuming, looking at the quality of this, it's the same as well. So, Piranha Software 1986. Right, let's pick up the third worm. And unfortunately, Drut the spider has eaten it. Right, let's get some more worms. Oops. Sometimes it's better to lose Drut down the trapdoor so he doesn't get in the way. Goodbye, Drut. He's no use in any of the tasks, really. He just gets in your way. You don't really want to lose Boney down there, though, because he can give you tips when you are a bit stuck. If you've completed this, then let me know. One day, you never know. I might do a complete walkthrough. I probably won't. On the Spectrum version, at least, of the game. Oh, that worm. Get in the thing, worm. Right, I'm not doing too badly here. Now, I pick this up. Take it to the dumb waiter, and there we go. So, as a kid, I would have actually marvelled at this game. I really loved the TV show, and this is a good representation. Nice large characters to control, good animation, really nice and smooth, and there we go. So, it's in the dumb waiter there, and we go up here. There's another switch we can do, and we'll send it up to the bloke upstairs. We've got loads of time left over. On Super BERK, you've got less time. Away it goes. Let's see what he says. There we go. Lovely worms. Well done, BERK, he would have said if it could do voices. Oh, globbits. Thank you, BERK. Okay, we've done this, bonbons. Good, so we'll just wander around and then we'll get any one of random missions. Now, I hope it's eyeball crush, because I like doing that. Boiled slimy is a little bit tricky. Fried eggs, bit iffy trying to direct the pan underneath the eggs that you need. But I sort of like know what to do with each of them, although I haven't completed them all in a row. Right, now what's next? BERK, I want some fried eggs. I better do that then. Fried eggs, right. So that's a tricky one. We need to get a pan first of all. Boney will help us. Nice shading on Boney there. It's slightly off-white there to give a bit of definition to his skull. What do you think about that, Boney? You'll need a pan, BERK. Okay, I will do. Voiced by Willie Rushton, the great Willie Rushton. There's a pan there. So we've got all our paraphernalia for stuff. There's a vat in front of us. That's for doing eyeball crush, I think. That's quite a complicated one. We have to grow the eyeballs. Now, I can't quite remember how to do this. I think we need to put the pan somewhere, not on the fire at this stage. And we need to direct the eggs from a chicken that we need from the trapdoor. Now, when you open the trapdoor, a random animal will come out. We don't want the wrong animal to come out, so we'll get ready that we want a big flying chicken to come out the trapdoor, right? So this is a bit risky. We haven't got Drut anymore in the way. Right. Right, I've got the pan in position. What do you reckon? Eggs needed, BERK. Why'd you keep bothering me? Oh, globbits. Right. So, I think the pan's in the right place. Maybe it's probably better. I don't know. I can't remember if we need to hold it and just position it under the chicken when it's released, if indeed we get it out, or need to put the pan in a special place. I do not know. Anyway, I've probably done it on a previous video on the ZX Spectrum, but these videos aren't about expert gameplay. They're about saying how you would have found the game on your first or second go. Admittedly, this is slightly advanced in what you've done on your first and second go, because I know roughly what I should be doing, if not totally. So, good graphics, good sound at the start. Not too many sounds in the game, but it doesn't really need that. That would distract it a little bit. Right, that's the wrong one. We don't want that green thing coming out. And Drut's turned up again. Boo! There you go, that's the chicken. So we need that to lay eggs somewhere. There he is. Or she is, should we say. I think we can get it to lay eggs by firing an object up its bottom, I think. I don't know where we get the object from. Drut, ideally. Right, I need a tip. Please, Boney, give us a tip. Give us a tip where you can say, get it to lay eggs. Right, well, I'm going to use you, Boney, if you don't mind, as like a catapult to get it to lay eggs. Right, ow! Boney's in big bother here. Good. Right, let's, so we need to that chicken to come back over. On the Spectrum version, it's a bright magenta. Here it's a more mottled purple. Ow! Alright, come on then. The time, we see the time, it's in yellow on the right, gradually going up. We still got loads and loads of time. Right, catapult time. 1. I think we have to hit it 2 or 3 times. We might go for 4 for luck. Buff. We won't go all the way through the game, but I'll see if I can do this one because we're there. Now, that thing's got big eyes. Big cartoony plastic eyes. It's going to lay an egg somewhere. Where is it going to do it? Right. I need to get my pan here ready. In position. It's going to lay it there, is it? Right, okay. I've got it. Right, lay the egg here. I don't even know if I'm directly under the thing. I really do not know. It's a bit hard to tell. Here comes the egg. Now, did that go in the pan or not? I couldn't quite tell. Let's just pretend it did. I think maybe I've got to leave the pan somewhere else rather than holding it. Well, let's just hope we've got an egg in there and continue on as we do this amazing breakfast for the bloke upstairs. BERK, where's my breakfast? I'm doing it. Right, whee! Right, Drut's not too much of a problem here. He can eat the worms. Now, although I never completed it, I believe at the end, once you've done all the tasks, you then must clear the whole castle of everything, like get rid of the worms, Drut, Boney, and then the bloke upstairs will send some kind of safe down to you, and you must crack that with the big crusher thing, and, I don't know, escape or get money. Don't you open that trap door, 'cause there's something down there. Boo, 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 boo. There we go. If you're unaware, I've got it on DVD somewhere. If you're unaware of the show, track it down on YouTube. I'm sure there'll be some clips. It's really, really well done. It's like a kid's horror cartoon, sort of horror comedy, and the animation of it's great. I wish there was something a bit like it. Now, it seems like CGI has maybe taken over everything. You know, plasticine up to this point, I was only used to the quite wholesome morph, so it's good to see all the monsters that was in Trapdoor, and you never knew what was going to come out of that thing whenever he opened it. I don't know why he was the servant to the bloke upstairs, but it seemed like a good old job. And he was often getting in trouble with all sorts of stuff. My favourite character was called the Splund, which was like a big balloony sort of animal, but you know, crazy stuff went on in this castle, and it really fired a kid's imagination. There was a sequel. I'm not sure if it came out on the Commodore 64 or not. I'll have to check it out. There's a sequel called Trapdoor 2, Through the Trapdoor, but it wasn't quite as good as this first one, which captured all the fun. Big side graphics, moves quite fast, sound is okay, some nice tasks, isn't overly difficult, but difficult enough, no real colour clash, and it's a real special game. Kids would have had quite a lot of fun with this one. I certainly would have run up the road to play it on a friend's computer if I didn't have it, and they was about a mile away. So there we go, that's the thing. Now I still don't know if that egg's gone in there or not. I believe you need 3 eggs, but we can leave them cooking on the fire for the time being. On the Spectrum version, I think that pan goes gradually hotter and hotter, or red hot, until you've actually done it. Now, you might be screaming at the TV at this point saying, Nick, the eggs aren't in there, or Nick, you need to do something different. Well, you know, I'm just showing you how the thing plays a little bit. If you watched this far into the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, because that helps the channel grow, helps it push it forward, because there's a lot of competition, and helps me go forward. Hopefully, I'm giving you entertaining gameplay. It's all about beating stress, dodgy gameplay, and nonsense chat. All the fun of if you've gone round a friend's house, I suppose, and played it a bit there. Would you have gone back and played it again? I know I would, and I did back in the day on the Spectrum version. But what's better, the Commodore 64 version or the Spectrum version? Well, it's too close to call. They're very, very similar, each of them. I would say it's a dead heat on this occasion. Right. So it depends what colour palette you're left. In the pan. Well, I think I've got two in the pan, haven't I? Bonbons. Okay. Right. Let's. Can I fire Drut into it? No, I think. I'm trying to get the chicken back in, really, as I'm cooking the eggs. Fly back in. Now, the sign that this chicken isn't flying back into the trapdoor makes me think I haven't got any eggs in this pan whatsoever. Oh dear. Well, anyway, we'll soon find out when we send him out the dumb waiter what the bloke upstairs says. He's a very intolerant individual, so he don't take no rubbish. Let's put it in here. Here's your fried egg, sir. Or is it just a cold pan with, or slightly warm pan with no eggs in at all? Oh dear, we so should have got Deliveroo or something, or ordered a pizza. Anyway, perhaps they don't get it here. It's a bit remote, this castle. Right, let's see what he says. We're running out of time a little bit. Here they go. Let's see what he says here. No eggs. Get the job done. Oh dear. So we've wasted all our time here. We didn't have the pan in the right place. The eggs didn't go in. You probably guessed that already. So we're in big trouble now. I haven't got enough time really to do the task. Maybe I should run away, get a different job, BERK. He's a big blob of blue plasticine, but there's a lot of character there. I don't remember that chicken from the series. I think they've made that one up, but it fits in. It could have been in the series so easily. Right, I think we might do an exploration now of the castle. Just let you know all the screens that are there. There ain't too many. There's this big red crusher thing that you can send up to crush stuff. I think ideally you need to crush the safe at the end, if that is indeed what happens, but it's not something I've ever seen. As soon as you get it to a certain level, it will come down and splat. Don't know what happens if you put Boney underneath there. I've never tried that, but I'm not cruel to decapitated skulls, so maybe we won't do that. Right, let's go up the stairs here. A corridor across the top, and it should take us to some flower pots, I think, where it's the room where you do the eyeball crush. And in those you plant some small eyeballs. They gradually grow to big eyeballs, and then you need to crush them in some kind of vat. I think there's a juice one as well. There's that eyeball crush juice, that was it. It's the same one. So there's the flower plots that you plant them in. Trapdoor blob. What a great show this was. It makes me want to watch the show again and again and again and again and again. Big thank you to the members there. If you want to keep the channel running financially, if you want to be a member, then click on the join button, see what happens. So all these objects contain things in, so I tip that up. That's the eyeball seed. There we go. Ditch that. There's a bucket here next to me. What's in there? I think there might be a pint of milk. Oh, it's an empty bottle or a pint of milk or something. There we go. Or a bullet. I don't know quite what that is. Oh, actually, I think that bullet. I think where I've gone wrong here. Now I'm remembering a bit. I think that bullet is what you need to fire at the chicken. I think, rather than Boney. Anyway, I don't know. I'm remembering a bit wrong. So that's basically the whole castle, and it just loops around in a big sort of like circle. There you go. Time. Till we wait for the time to run out? I don't know. There's the pan there. The bloke upstairs is going to be hungry today. Anyway, he's a lazy busybody. He should do something. And this is the only other room here. And this is where you get the slimies from, in the moat around the castle. Let's have a look at those. I might send one of these up to the bloke upstairs to see what he thinks. Maybe he wants one of those. Come on, slimy. I think in this one you need about 3 slimies as well. But he hasn't asked for slimies this time. They're off his super diet. Bom, 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 bom. I don't know what kind of creature BERK is. It never really elaborates on what he is. Let's send this up to the bloke upstairs in one final hurrah. Good, right. You know, I'll have to. There's save states nowadays, so I might have to go back to the game to see if I can complete the thing. Maybe follow a walkthrough just to have it up there. Be good to complete at least something. Mind you, I did complete Attic Attack on a Commodore 64 live stream once. Right, what's he going to say now? I want my eggs in a pan. Get the job done. Oh, God. That you never, in the whole of the cartoon, the 2 series it run, the animation, you never saw what the bloke upstairs looked like, which is just as well, really, because I think that would have ruined it to a certain degree. It's one of these games as well where time goes quite quick. I don't know how long it'll take to do it, but once you've completed it on Learner BERK, then you want to try and complete it on Super BERK, which is exactly the same task, but slightly less time to do stuff. Right, hurry up. Well, that's good advice, Boner, you idiot. Yes, right. I think we're going to get rid of you, Bone, and Drut as well, if we can do. And I think we'll get rid of everyone now. So, this is a good fun bit to do as a kid. A bit like blowing up the lemmings on the Amiga. On Lemmings. There we go. That's good fun. Naughty, so... Ah! Well, we won't see them again, although Drut can escape. I'll escape as well, and we'll call that the end of the review. Goodbye! Good stuff. What a great, a fun little game. You silly, suicidal little Berk. Well, then we're going to have to get a new assistant in there. So, hope you liked having a look at that. A real fun game. Quite a bit to do. It's completable if you put your mind to it. Quite a lot of fun bits in as well, and some good music. So that was The Trapdoor on the Commodore 64, published by Piranha in 1986, and based on the TV show at the same time, that 86 as well. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.